You used to be a surprise. Now you're just expected. They used to reply in seconds. Now they don't reply at all. And somehow, that isn't even surprising anymore. There's a name for why, and it's not what you think. It's called presence inflation. Psychologists have a term for what makes anything feel valuable: scarcity. The harder something is to obtain, the more the mind insists on wanting it. The easier it is to obtain, the faster the mind stops counting it as worth anything at all. You are not exempt from this. Every time you're available instantly, without cost, without friction, some part of the mind tracking you quietly reclassifies you from rare to common, from a surprise to a given. Someone spends a year replying within a minute. Every time, no matter the hour, their partner stops noticing the replies at all. Not because the partner stopped caring, because the replies stopped being information. A given doesn't get thanked. Weather doesn't get thanked. The employee who says yes to everything, every time, becomes the one whose yes stops being read as generosity and starts being read as default settings. Nobody schedules around a default setting. Here's a question worth asking about anyone in your life. Are you currently a surprise to them or a given? Not whether they love you, whether you still register. This isn't a case for coldness. Distance manufactured for effect is its own kind of performance, and minds are good at detecting performance. The question was never how available you are. It's whether your availability still costs you anything. A currency loses value when a government prints too much of it. Not because the paper changed, because there's suddenly so much of it that none of it means what it used to. You are not a product, but the mechanism pricing you is the same one pricing currency, and it does not make exceptions for good intentions. The fix was never to become unavailable. It was to reintroduce a cost, a boundary, a delay, a limit, small enough to still be kind, large enough to still be real. Somewhere in you is a quieter question. If you stopped being instantly available to everyone, would there be anyone left? That fear is the reason most people never test it. It is also, usually, the wrong prediction. The availability trap explained what happens when you stop registering. Presence inflation explains why. One mind, one mechanism, deciding over and over what still counts as real. You don't need to be rare to everyone. You need to stop being free to everyone. Scarcity was never the enemy. Free was.